And welcome back, everybody, to another beautiful day in my garage. It's not too hot, so I want to get a project done. And today we are doing valve adjustments for the GY6 scooter. It's something you should do every couple of years. It's been a while for me. I've had the body off, so let's get it done. Now to get this job done, we're going to need a couple tools. We're going to need some filler gauges in the 4 and 5,000 inch. We're going to need a spark plug puller, or pretty much a socket. We're going to need a 14 millimeter socket, a deep well, so we'll be able to turn over the engine. A 10, so we can get off the nuts off the valve cover. A 9 for the tappets, and a needle nose pliers, or pliers of your choice, to actually when you're adjusting the valves. So first up, we're going to remove these 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are holding the valve cover on. Now on this one, you see this first one I have the green wire. That's going to be the actual ground for the battery terminal and also for a couple other electronics for my wideband sensor. So you're going to want to make sure you put these back on when you finish the job. And now that we got all 4 bolts off, we can remove the intake manifold and we have access to the top part of the engine. From here, all we need to do is get this top dead center, and then we can adjust the valves. Having the engine at top dead center for valve adjustments or any work on the engine is crucial. So there's going to be 3 holes here on this part of the cam, or on this sprocket. You're going to have 2 small holes and 2 big holes. You're going to want the 2 small holes to line up with this face right here, and the big hole is going to line up right in the middle. So to do that, we're going to have to actually adjust and turn the motor. To make it really easy, you're going to want to remove the spark plug, and that is super simple, and it allows to remove the pressure from the engine when you're turning it over. So the spark plug has been loosened, and from here I can remove it by hand, and it is out. So from here, now I can go over to the fan and actually turn the engine and get it to top dead center. Rotating the engine, super simple. 14 millimeter bolt. You want to have it on tighten so you're going clockwise, and this is going to turn the engine until it gets down to top dead center. You see I'm slowly turning it, and those 2 small holes are just about lined up. And we got the large hole lined up also. And now we can check the intake valve. It should be 0.4 is what it should be set at. So I have 0.003 inch, or 3,000 of an inch, and it's sliding in pretty good. Little bit of resistance, and I go to the 0.4, it doesn't fit in. So definitely the intake is going to be a little bit too tight of how I like it. I like it 0.004 for intake and 0.005 for the exhaust. So to adjust it, what I'm going to do is take my 9 millimeter ratchet, and I'm going to loosen up this bolt. Just very slightly, not too much. You don't have to take it all the way off. There we go. Now that we want to adjust the intake valve, you're going to have 2 parts to it. You're going to have this nut, 9 millimeter, that I loosened up, and you're going to have this top part of where the tappet is, and this is going to actually, when you loosen it or bring it counterclockwise and clockwise, it's going to tighten or loosen that clearance. So if I go to my feeler gauges, I put in my 0.004, I get some good drag on it, and if I go to the 0.005, it also fits in, so it needs to be tightened up just a little bit. So I'm going to come back here to the top of the tappet. You hold the 9 millimeter nut, and you just slightly adjust the actual top part, twist that, and now the 5 is almost not able to fit in there, just a little bit more. So I will adjust that a little bit tighter. 5 still sneaking in just a little bit. Almost. And there we go. Now that 5, or the .005, the 5 thou inch, doesn't fit in. But I go to my 4, and the 4 slides right in there. We got some good drag on it, so that's going to be good. So from here, what I want to do, since I have the setting just right, I'm going to take my needle nose pliers, get a good face on it. I will check my settings one last time. 4 just barely gets in, so it's going to be a tight 4. And I can tighten up the locking nut. And there we go. So, check it one last time. 4 goes in, good drag. 5 doesn't fit. So, intake is good. So the same procedure, we're going to loosen up the locking nut for the exhaust. Come in with the feeler gauge. We're going to use the needle nose pliers on that top part, and we're going to tighten it down until we get some good drag on the feeler gauge. Which is right there. From there, without messing with the tappet, still got some good drag on that .005, and lock down the retaining nut. So from here I should be able to go .005 on the exhaust. Nope. Or in the intake. Nope, because that's going to be a .004. But I take my .005 and it just barely slides in. So it's a good .005. And that's it. From here, you always want to check the nuts, the lock nuts afterwards. Make sure they're nice and tight because you don't want these coming loose. So I will come in here, needle nose pliers, just to hold that in. Oh, and go the right way and tighten. And same on the bottom. I'm going to try and hold these without obstructing the view. Come in with my 9mm and make sure it's tight. And there we go. These are good. One last check, of course. I got my .005 inch or feeler gauge. Intake, nope, doesn't want to go in. Exhaust just barely slides in with a lot of drag, and we are good. So from here, we just need to put it all back together. I'll put the intake manifold on, put in those full bolts, and call it a day. That's a valve adjustment. And with that, let's wrap it up. This thing has the valves adjusted and it should be running good. But I want to keep working on the scooter and I need your help to do it. If you look down in the description, there's a link for PayPal. You can donate to this channel. All the proceeds go to me working in the garage, fixing up this thing, getting it into racing worthy status so I can whip down that road as fast as possible. That is my goal. I want to do all the upgrades on this engine, on the transmission, everything, so I can have a racing scooter. So I need your help to actually get this done. So look down in the description, click that link for donations, and help out this channel if you can. But as always, and I mean it from my heart, ride safe, drive safe, and keep 2 wheels on the road.